my name is Shamika Smith, and I serve as the Executive Director and founder of the Brotherhood of Excellence Academy. We are on a mission of ending fatherless generations by preparing males for empowerment, entrepreneurship, enrollment, enlistment, and employment. Again, we want to welcome you to our broadcast, Teaching Boys and Raising Sons. I am so excited for our guest on today. It is Pastor Harold Drumright. So I'm going to join him to our broadcast. Welcome, Pastor Drumright.
Well, good evening, Shamika. Good evening. Certainly here.
Excellent. So before we get started, I'm going to have you tell our audience a little bit about yourself, and then we'll go into the conversation. Okay?
Well, yes. I guess I have always had a passion for young men. I worked with at-risk youth, managing level 3 group homes for 23 years, working in the mental health field. I have also volunteered as a volunteer minister in a maximum security prison doing Bible study for 8 years. In addition to that, for the last 8 years, I've been pastoring a church in Roxborough, North Carolina called Embrace Christian Center, where, my heart desires impact the community with biblical solution to promote personal success in their life. So that's a little bit about me.
I love it. Let me switch gears. So, in terms, because I'm talking about money and creating streams of income, and also really looking at the connection between money and feeling good, which is kind of like self-esteem as well. So, what are some strategies that parents can do to develop the self-esteem of their African American boys?
Right. I tell you, one thing I do with my children, and I tell my daughters every day, I say, you sure do look beautiful. And they finish my sentence by saying, I know because I look just like you, Daddy. And so affirmation is a key. You have to speak that affirmation over your children. You have to let them know they're valuable, they're important, there's greatness in them every single day, because you are the greatest influence in your child's life. And if you don't speak this every day, you have to speak it to the point where they start reciting it back to you, because now you know they got it. I can remember things that my parents told me as a child, and once I got older and I got grown, it started coming back and started coming together, the piece of the puzzle. Oh, this is what they meant. Yeah, this is what they mean by this. And it's because they kept saying it over and over, and to the point I got it. So you got to speak into your child's life. You got to, affirm them daily. Let them know they're valuable. Let them know they're important. Let them know there's nobody else in this world like you.
I love it. That affirmation makes a huge difference. And I think that ties into the whole trusting God and knowing who he is. And so now you're speaking life into them so that, as the word declares, when they get old, they will not depart from that word.
Right.
What else you got?
Well, I kind of put both of them together. You must compliment your child daily. Okay. Let me see. This is one of my pet peeves that I do with my children. Parents must give their daily or weekly or monthly talks with their children. And what I mean by this is I have what I call forecasting with my children. I tell my children, this is what I plan to do. Not that I'm out here doing something. When I started pastoring, I said, okay, I'm going to pastor, and this year, boom, boom, this time, I gave them a plan. Because if you just do stuff, then you're just telling your kids to be spontaneous. But when you are planning stuff out, you teach them how to be planners, be strategic about it, map it out, write it down, see a starting point and see an end date. And by you telling them this is what you're going to do and this is when you're going to start, and they see it come to pass, then they say, oh, okay, yeah. They're going to believe you because they see you beginning something and they see you completing something. And it's a must. And then I come back and tell them, listen, this is what I'm doing for the future for you all. X, Y, and Z. And this is what I'm preparing for you. This is what I'm doing now. This is what I'm going to do. So in the end, listen, this is what I'm going to leave you. And this is what I want you to carry on, the legacy of what I started. You have to do that because it gives them a sense of pride, a sense of understanding, a sense of of holding or getting ready to hold the mantle at some point. Yeah.
Absolutely. What I'm hearing you say is create a strategic plan,
Right.
strategic life plan, and then
Right.
show your children
Mhm.
this is where our family is going. And
Right.
then visiting it over and over is just to say, just to make sure you understand this is the trajectory that our family is going.
Right. Right. And I think it's important because you build a level of trust with them, and especially when they see something that you said come to pass. And I think that's the most important because they need to see you begin, but they also need to see you complete. It's very important. And the next thing that was very important on my list was I teach them, and I teach my kids this, and I teach all kids this. I have a picture. I don't know where I got it from. I keep it on my mirror. It's a picture of a guy standing on a road, and it says, "Normal people follow the smooth road, but entrepreneurs create their own path." I love it. I love it. And he's pushing a boulder down a rocky road. It's not smooth, it's not easy, but it speaks volumes because what I tell my children, and what I would tell every young man, don't follow the normal path. It's too easy. Everybody's doing it. People who don't want to go higher will follow the normal path, the smooth roads. But people who want to have adventure, people who want to go higher, they're going to follow the bumpy road that's going straight up because it's not normal. When you follow the normal path, I doubt very seriously you're going to get what people who do exceptional stuff, you won't get the same. It won't be the same because that normal path is just a normal path. But when you want to do something extra, you have to go higher. You have to do more. You can't keep doing the same thing and expecting different results. It just ain't gonna work.
Absolutely.
Mhm.
No, it reminds me of there's a passage of an individual who saw what they wanted, and yet there was a crowd going in one direction. He decided to go in the opposite direction, and then I think it talks about he climbed up a tree, and the very thing that he was desiring or seeking,
Mhm.
that individual looked up and said, "I see you. Come down so we can have a face to face or an encounter with one another." So again, he went against the grain or against the crowd, and he was able to have that unbelievable encounter. So I love what you're talking about, going against the grain.
I mean, I think it's key because one of the things I'm learning about this generation, this younger generation, they are very smart. Um, to the degree you're finding 18, 19, 20 years old making six-figure incomes and haven't worked a day in their life other than affiliate marketing, social media, all that whole uh, industry. And it's amazing because our minds, my generation, I'm at the end of the 60s, going into the 70s, babies. Our mind were taught finish school, get a job, work, 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 work. This younger generation can teach us a lot of things that you don't have to work for somebody else. And most of this younger generation wants to be individual, want to be empowered, want to work for themselves. They have an entrepreneur mindset. And it's amazing because you can look at different arenas that they're in and they're being successful because they locked in, they decided to do something and they did it and they're being successful. I'm talking about making 6 and 7 figure incomes from their home. I'm
Absolutely.
taking notes.
Absolutely. The access to information is completely different when you and I'm over there too. When we came up, and I think you begin to see that manifest in their levels of creativity as well. If you're looking for the opportunity to lend your gifts or your talents or your abilities to a nonprofit organization on a volunteer basis, please consider the Brotherhood of Excellence Academy. For an application, visit our website at www.brotherhoodofexcellenceacademy.org. We are super excited that you have taken the opportunity to learn more about our broadcast, learn more about our organization, and we hope that you will consider becoming a board of director member. Again, visit our website at www.brotherhoodofexcellenceacademy.org. Take care. Hello, my name is Shamika Smith, and I hope that you have had the opportunity to enjoy our broadcast. I hope that you walked away with nuggets of wisdom, leadership components, and things that you could implement, whether it be in your family or whether it be in your learning environment or your teaching environment or whatever the case may be. Our hope and our prayer is that you walked away with something that is very tangible that you can use immediately. If you have enjoyed this broadcast, take a moment and share it with others so that we can continue to spread the word of how we are utilizing the component of empowerment through our broadcast, teaching boys and raising sons, so that others can be empowered as we all walk in this thing called life together. Also, if you are looking to donate to an organization, please consider us. We are a 501c3 organization, and so all donations are tax deductible. Once again, if you are looking for an opportunity to give in order for us to continue this broadcast, visit our website, also listed below, but also take a moment to just donate or share or let individuals know of the great work that we're doing under our broadcast, teaching boys and raising sons. We are so honored and privileged that you have taken time out of your day. We know we are all busy. And we are so excited that you have taken time out of your day to come and learn a leadership nugget, a word of wisdom, or something that we hope that will encourage you on your journey. Once again, I am Shamika Smith. I serve as the executive director and founder of the Brotherhood of Excellence Academy. Again, visit our website located at the bottom of your screen, and we look forward to seeing you next time. Take care.